everyone, welcome back to another video of Back to Basics series. In this video I'm going to talk to you guys about each and everything about foundation, like how to select a foundation shade, how to select a foundation based on your skin and the texture of your skin, and how to apply a foundation. I'm going to answer all these questions in this particular video, so be sure to watch this video till the end so that you do not miss out any of the content of this video. And I think I should not talk much, and because this video might get a little longer, so we will just get into the video. So the first question that comes in our mind is that what is a foundation? Usually girls, like especially the Indian girls, will think that a foundation is used so that they can make their complexion a shade lighter or fairer or gora, but girls, that's not the case. A foundation is not used for that purpose. A foundation is a product which you apply on a face to get a very uniform base, so that the more makeup products that you're going to apply next will glide on well and will pop and enhance your features. A foundation is basically used to even out your complexion. Like if you have any unevenness or any flaw or any spot or any acne marks, it is used to cover those things. So basically a foundation should be applied before any other step that you are going to do in a makeup, and it should be applied after the primer. So now I'm going to tell you the types of foundation. So first one is the liquid foundation. A liquid foundation is very liquidy, very thin, watery consistency. It is very easily to apply. It is very blendable. Like you can apply it very well with a brush or a sponge also. And this kind of foundation will suit each and every skin type. Like every skin type can use this foundation. So this Fit Me foundation is a very good example of a liquid foundation. This is very easy to apply, very much blendable. So now the second one is the cream foundation. These foundation are basically very like cream texture, moussey texture. Mousse foundations or any of those sorts are basically cream foundations, and they are very suitable for normal to dry skin people and even the mature skin people. Mature skin people can use it very well, because while applying a cream foundation or a mousse foundation, it is not very easy to apply first of all, and you can apply it with your fingers also, so it's very easy to apply. The second thing is that when you are applying also, it is not going to accentuate any fine lines or patchiness or anything you have. So the example of the cream foundation is this Lakme 9 to 5 Mousse Foundation and the Lakme Absolute Material Mousse Foundation. The next type of foundation that I'm going to talk about is the stick foundation. These are pretty waxy and very thick in consistency, and these are very good for the oily skin people because they have already moisturized skin. So when they apply it, and it glides on very smoothly on their face and blends very easily also. But for dry skin people, these are not a very good option because these might cling on to the dry patches and accentuate the lines or any pore issues that you have. It is very good for the professional use. Most of the professionals use this kind of foundation because it serves both as a foundation also and as well as the concealer also. So the next type of foundation is the powder foundation. This kind of foundation is particularly good for the oily skin people because it has that powderiness which will help them in keeping their oils at bay. And it is very easy to use, very convenient to use, and this can also be used for touch-ups, like after the makeup in the whole day. If you want to do any touch-ups, then they are very good for this purpose also. So a very good example of a powder foundation is this Maybelline Fit Me foundation. It is very nice. It is very matte also. It is very helpful for the oily skin people as well as dry skin people also can use this because it is not too drying also. So coming to the next important topic of the foundation is that how to pick a perfect shade of foundation. It is very important. Like there are many people who are not able to find the perfect shade. They will go a little lighter or a little darker or sometimes girls will do that, they will like knowingly go for a lighter shade. So I'd like to tell you guys how to pick a foundation. So I have few tips for you guys, few points that you must note before going to buy a foundation. Is that first one is that you should always check the shade of your foundation on your jawline. You should not check it here or here, because the color of this is not the same as the color of face, and even this is also a little bit lighter than your face usually. So you should always check it on your jawline, because this is the portion which has your natural skin color. And jawline means that you should drag it to the neck also, because it is very important to match your face and your neck, because you do not want to have a layer of mask of makeup on your face. So you should pick a foundation which matches your face also as well as your neck also. The second point is that you should always check the shade of your foundation in the sunlight, not in the store lights, because store lightings are very harsh, very yellow or white, so they can alter the shade of the foundation. So the last and the most important thing is to know the undertone of the foundation as well as your skin also. So we will start with this only. So how to know the undertone of your skin? So basically there are three types of undertones. First one is cool, warm and neutral. So how to know which undertone do you have? So it is very simple. What you can do is you can just check on your wrist and you can check the color of the veins. If they are green, then you are warm undertone. If they are blue, then you are cool undertone. If they are in between like purplish or something, neither green nor blue, then you might be neutral undertone. And the other ways to know which undertones you are is that usually the warmer undertone people will get tan easily, and the cooler undertone people will get sunburns or redness or rashes. So this might be one of the difference, and you can guess out which undertone you are. So now talking about the foundations. So the foundations which are for cool undertone people are usually having pink undertones to them. They will look a little pinky or beigey. And the foundations which are good for a warm undertone people are basically a yellow undertone foundation or a golden undertone foundation. Neutral undertone skin people can use any undertones, because they are very lucky. They can go for warm also, they can go for cool also, and everything is going to suit them very well. So now I'm going to show you guys swatches of few of the foundation that I have with me, and I'll show you the difference between a light, a dark and a true shade foundation. Also the difference between the undertones of the foundation also. So the first one that I'm going to show you guys is this L'Oreal 24-hour foundation in the shade 140 golden beige. See, I'll swatch it here. As you guys can see that the shade is little bit lighter for my liking. The next one that I'm going to swatch is this Maybelline Fit Me foundation in this shade 320. As you guys can see that this shade is darker to my skin also, as well as it has got a little bit of pinkness or pink undertone to it. The next one that I'm going to swatch for you guys is this Nykaa Skin Shield foundation in the shade number 12. I think the name is True Toffee. So yeah, as you guys can see that this foundation is also a tad bit darker than my liking, tad bit darker than my skin. Not much, but yeah, it is darker than my skin, and it has got yellow undertones to it also. And now I'm going to show you the difference between the undertones of the foundation. The first one that I'm going to swatch is this shade number 310. And swatching the second one is the number 312 in the shade golden. So guys, as you can see that this shade is a bit neutral. It is not very pink also, but yeah, it is a neutral shade, and this one has got a very much of yellow undertones to it. So this shade matches me pretty well, whereas this shade gives me a slightly ashy look. I have one more very good example for the undertones. I'll show you in this foundation, that is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. I have it in the shade Desert Beige. So as you guys can see that this shade is matching me, but the undertone that is got is very much cooler undertone. So this foundation makes me look very ashy. So now I'm going to swatch one of my current favorite foundation, that is this PAC HD liquid foundation in the shade 3.0. I'll swatch it somewhere here. Like you can see, this is matching me very well. It has got a lot of yellow undertones to it. Now I'm going to show you how to apply a foundation. I'm going to use this PAC HD liquid foundation in the shade 3.0. I'm going to apply it both with the brush and with the sponge. One side of my face I'm going to do with the brush, and this side I'll do with the sponge. So let's get started. So now I'm done applying my foundation. As you all can see, this is the brush side and this is the sponge side. As you can see that the brush side has given me more coverage, and on the sponge side it has given me more sheer coverage, sheer to medium coverage, because the sponge tends to absorb a little bit of product, and this is like more my skin like finish, natural finish, but this side is like full coverage and it has given me more coverage than the sponge side. So guys, that's it for the today's video. I hope you enjoyed this video and you gained some knowledge about the foundation. And now from now on you will be able to select the foundation very well based on the shade and the skin type that you have. If you like this video, then give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and also press the bell button right next to it so that you do not miss out any of the videos that are going to come in this back to basics series, and you get notified for it each and every time. And I'll see you in my next video. Until then, bye.